Happy birthday, Jerry. We love you.
Woo! We fell in love on that winter's night. Our town was too small and we would never fight. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, my honey. We made our vows and we always knew that's the only way. We had nothing to lose. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, my honey. It's that kind of sweetness you'll find when you're out of your mind and your heart falls blindly in love. It's that kind of sweetness you'll find when you're out of your mind and your heart falls blindly in love. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Hey. Hey. Oh, da-da, da-da, oh, oh, oh.
Lay me down in t-shirt sheets. Let's make love and make it sweet. With a disregard for time, living in the right.
Pull my hair back and kiss my neck. Close your eyes, do it again. With a disregard for time, living in the right. So take me to the preacher. Till death us part I do, if you don't mind. Living in the rhyme. La da da da, la da 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 da, la da da, la da da da. Oh, oh, oh. So take me down to New Orleans. Play your guitar and let me sing. With a disregard for time, that living in the right.
Oh, find ourselves a cheap motel. Walk the line between good and hell. With a disregard for time, living in the right.
So take me to the preacher. Till death us part I do, if you don't mind. Living in the right.
You'll love me
and I love you. We'll have kids and teach them to have a disregard for time, not living in the right.
So cherish every word I say.
I'll be here when you turn gray.
with a disregard for time, still living in the rhyme.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We are the Fries. We're singing you a few songs that we wrote on this beautiful birthday day. Jerry, we do love you.
We do.
Oh, you
Make me feel so alive. You make me feel so alive when I'm with you. You make me feel so alive. You make me feel so alive when I'm with you.
I couldn't do it all without you. I couldn't do it all without you. Every time I feel afraid, you're my place to come. You're my source of warmth. And anytime I don't know what to do, you're my clarity. And you offer truth. I couldn't do it all without you. Oh, you make me feel so alive. You make me feel so alive when I'm with you. You make me feel so alive. You make me feel so alive when I'm with you. Couldn't do it all without you. I couldn't do it all without you. Each sweet memory, each sweet song I sing puts you at the start, seals you in my heart. You're the love I've always known, and wherever I am, with you is my home. I couldn't do it all without you. 1, 2, 3, go. You make me feel so alive. You make me feel so alive when I'm with you. You make me feel so alive. You make me feel so alive when I'm with you. I couldn't do it all without you. No, I couldn't do it all without you. Oh, you make me feel so alive. You make me feel so alive when I'm with you. You make me feel so alive. Oh, you make me feel so alive when I'm with you. I couldn't do it all without you. I couldn't do it all without you.
Thank you, thank you. Hey.
Give it up one more time for our guest of honor. You got your bourbon, You got your swing, you got your demons, and a pocket full of change. I saw you coming from a mile away. It didn't even matter what my head would say. Well, I knew it was too good to be true. Yeah, still I fell in love with you. You got your gin, you got a rope. You're in a circus behind a wall of smoke. You said you're just going someplace real far, but ending up right back at the start. Well, I knew it was too good to be true. Yeah, still I fell in love with you. Well, I knew it was too good to be true. Yeah, still I fell in love with you. Hey, ooh, hey. You got your words, you got your looks, you got your promises, those things that you took. Well, I tried and tried to give us a chance, but you can't talk life to a dead romance. Well, I knew it was too good to be true. Yeah, still I fell in love with you. Well, I knew it was too good to be true. Yeah, still I fell in love with you. Still I fail. Oh yeah. Give me a little clap. Come on. Still I fell in love. Still I fell in love. Still I fell in love with you. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Still I fell in love. Still I fell in love, still I fell in love with you. Well, I knew it was too good to be true, yeah. But still I fell in love. Still I fell in love. Now you see why still I fell in love. Baby, I'm still in love with you. Yeah, baby. Thank you so much.
Thank you
we are
very
the
much.
Fries. We're going to take a break. Thank you.
We're going to take a short break. Check, check, check. Check, check.
Check, check.
I got chills on that. It's not even my birthday. Happy birthday.
Everybody else ready?
Well, I had me a wife who gave me trouble all my life. She put me out into the cold.
heart in the end. Don't you come running back to me. Oh, my darling, go and stay if you want it that way. You don't love me, and that is plain to see. If your new love turns you down, I won't be hanging around. So don't you come running back to me. Just remember before you walked out the door, watch me were as happy as could be. But once you've gone away, they'll have to stay. Don't you come running back to me. Oh, my darling, go and stay if you want it that way. You don't love me, and that is plain to see. If your new love turns you down, I won't be hanging around. So don't you come running back to me. Oh, my darling, go and stay if you want it that way. You don't love me, and that is plain to see. If your new love turns you down, I won't be hanging around. So don't you come running back to me. Don't you come running back to me.
When I gave you my heart, it was not what you wanted. Now the walls say your name, and the pictures are haunted. Does my ring burn your finger? Did my love weigh you down? Was a promise too much to keep around?
I remember your words, and I can't keep from crying. I could never believe that your kisses were lying.
Was there something from the past buried in a shallow grave? Did you think that it was too far gone to say?
Thank you very much. As you go from me, you want all that's left, the last thread of pride in my heart. Till you run the last teardrop from my eye, you won't be sad.
So take your coat on loving heart, your eyes too blinded to see.
You never found the door to this heart of mine.
You'll get no more of me.
Well, you wrecked my heart like a cruel winter storm, bending my branches so low. Your wayward heart and your tortured soul leaves no memory worthy.
So take your coat on loving heart, your eyes too blinded to see.
You never found the door to this heart of mine.
You'll get no more of me.
So I'll take back my heart from that willow bough. I'll hang my tears out to dry. I'll hang my head in sorrow no more, and no more tears will I cry.
So take your coat on loving heart, your eyes too blinded to see.
You never found the door to this heart of mine. You'll get no more of me.
You'll get no more of me.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Well, thank y'all very much for inviting us to come out and play, and thanks for having a birthday so we could play for you. Appreciate that. Y'all know how to do surprises, so when I'm having a birthday in November, hint hint, y'all can come surprise me. Can you come sing for me and play? Maybe? No? I mean, dinner's fine too. I'll just take that. We're excited to be here though, and we play mostly festival settings and a few theater venues, stuff like that. So this has been a nice low-key day for us. I'm not going to tell you what time I opened the curtains in the hotel room, but it was after 9 a.m. So, but we appreciate it, and we appreciate the accommodations. You ladies apparently have worked very hard on this, so it's awesome, and we appreciate it. We're gonna introduce everybody to you up here as we go along, and do a little bit of country music, if that's all right. Y'all like country music? Yeah? Well, over here on the guitar, he's gonna sing this next one for you, and he's originally from Callahan, Florida, and he's now making his home in Coleman, Alabama. And he is 22 years old, and he can play the guitar pretty good, I think. He is the twin to the fiddle player, so just pray for her. She's making it. Give him a big hand, if you will. That's Mr. Buddy Robertson on the guitar, everybody.
Thank you very much. Can I get just a little more vocal in the monitor, please? Our band had the opportunity to debut on the Grand Ole Opry last year on August 29th. And when we did that, I had the opportunity to meet one of my favorite country singers, John Conley. And talking to him, I was telling him that we do rose-colored glasses. And backstage at the Opry, John Conley actually gave me his rose-colored glasses backstage. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, where are they at?
They're locked up in my museum at the house.
Your museum?
Yeah.
Where? Where is it?
Right there in the top drawer of my dresser there.
Oh.
What else is in that drawer?
You're unmentionable.
Are you sure you want to know?
Better not go into that. Yeah, let's just go into this.
So if you hadn't figured it out yet, we're going to do a song called Rose Colored Glasses. It goes something like this. I don't know why I keep on believing you need me when you prove so many times that it ain't true. I can't find one good reason for staying. Well, maybe my leaving would be the best for you. But these rose-colored glasses that I'm looking through shows only the beauty, 'cause they hide all the truth. And they help me hold on to the good times, the good lines, the ones I used to hear when I held you. And they keep me from feeling so cheated, defeated when reflections in your eyes show me a fool. But these rose-colored glasses that I'm looking through shows only the beauty, 'cause they hide all the truth. How many of y'all miss real country music? But these rose-colored glasses that I'm looking through shows only the beauty, 'cause they hide all the truth. So I just keep on hoping, believing that maybe by counting the many times rose-colored glasses of salt. Well, my hat don't hang on the same nail too long. Well, my ears can't stand to hear the same old song. Well, I don't leave the highway long enough to get bogged down in the mud. Well, I got rambling fever in my blood. Well, I caught this rambling fever long ago when I first heard the lonesome whistle blow. Well, if someone said everything, well, they dang sure told you wrong. Well, rest this rambling fever in my blood. Rambling fever, kind that can't be measured by degree. Rambling fever, and no kind of cure for my disease. Well, there's times I'd like to bed down on the sofa and let some ugly lady rub my back. Well, then spend the morning hours drinking coffee, talking about when I'll be coming back. 'Cause I don't let no woman tie me down, and I'll never get too old to run around. I want to die on the highway and run away like some old highline pole. Well, rest is rambling fever in my soul. Rambling fever, kind that can't be measured by degree. Rambling fever, ain't no kind of cure for my disease. Rambling fever, kind that can't be measured by degree. Rambling fever, ain't no kind of cure for my disease. Hey, I said there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. Rambling fever.
Thank y'all so much. We've done John Conley and Merle Haggard. Do we have any George Jones fans in the crowd? Well, you probably never heard a girl do this song, but I'll do my best. Step right up, come on in. If you'd like to take the grand tour of a lonely house that once was home, sweet home. I have nothing left to sell you, just some things that I will tell you.
the chair where she bring the paper to me and sit down on my knee and whisper, oh, I love you. And now he's gone forever, and this old house will never be the same without the love that we once knew. Straight ahead, that's the bed where we lay in love together. Lord knows we had a good thing going here. See her picture on the table. Don't it look like she'd be able just to touch me and say good morning, dear? There's her rings, all her things, and her clothes are in the closet where she left them when she tore my world apart. And as you leave, you'll see the nursery. Oh, she left me without mercy, taking nothing but our baby and my heart. Step right up, come on in.
Over there on the fiddle, she is also from Callahan, Florida, and now makes her home in Moulton, Alabama. Make her welcome, Miss Charlie Robertson, everybody. That's good, guys. Thanks. We're gonna do one off of the new album we've got for you, and we've been able to put out a few albums since we started the band in 2011, and we've got those with us, which I won't go into the big spiel like I normally do, but we'll have some of those CDs here for you and some T-shirts and things like that set up after we play if you guys want to take a gander. But I don't like commercials, so I'm going to try to move on from that. So, but we're going to do one off of our new album that came out on October 2nd called Runaway Train, and if you're a Graham Parsons fan, you'll like this one called Still Feeling Blue.
1, 2, 3.
Well, time can pass and time can heal, but it don't ever pass the way I feel. You went away a long time ago, and why you left I never knew. The lonely days and lonely nights, I guess the world knows I ain't feeling right. And when you're gone, the hours pass so slow, and now I'm still feeling blue. And baby, since you walked out of my life, I never felt so low. I can't help but wonder why you had to go. There's many girls, but I can say they come and go, but still I feel this way. And ever since the day you said goodbye, no one treats me like you used to do. Well, I hope you're out and happy now, doing up the town, 'cause you know how. Every time feeling blue. And baby, since you walked out of my life, I never felt so low. Can't help but wonder why you had to go. There's many girls, but I can say they come and go, but still I feel this way. And ever since the day you said goodbye, no one treats me like you used to do. And baby, since you walked out of my life, I never felt so low. Can't help but wonder why you had to go. There's many girls, but I can say they come and go, but still I feel this way. And ever since the day you said goodbye, no one treats me like you used to do. And now I'm still feeling blue.
Thank you very much. Well, we're going to introduce you to the man playing the banjo, and he's going to play a little bit of guitar for you now. And we had a request for this song, The Boss Lady, Miss Dee Dee over here.
That's the boss lady.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Yeah, so the messenger and the boss lady, I'm sorry. Well, we had a request for this one, but before we let you know what that is, we're going to introduce you to the man over here to your left. And he's the old man of the group, so y'all can help us out. That would be good. He's getting up there. He's 25 years old. You know how it is. When you turn 25, it's just all downhill from there. So it's bad. But no, you cannot have a chair. He is originally from Faraday, Louisiana, and is making his home now in Trinity, Alabama. And as you have heard already, does a great job playing the banjo, and does some songwriting for the band as well. And I don't know, what else do you do? Not a lot, because he has bad knees, so it's hard for him to get around. But he does a great job. He has won an award or two for some of his songwriting for a song called I'm Blue, if you've heard of that. And y'all can make him welcome if you will. He is pretty fortunate. He's married to me, so things are going pretty good for him these days. Mr. Paul Harrigal over here. Y'all make him welcome, everybody. Well, y'all know how it is when you are young, back in the day when we were young. And that was just a joke because I think we're still young. I don't know. He's not. I am. Yes, in the early years of Paul and Kelsey. We were dating and playing in different bluegrass groups at the time, and I'd gone out to visit, and we had to leave, and it was like rainy and like a typical, it's like The Notebook, and we had to leave. So the guys are like, don't know what that is. So anyway, it was, like we're all gonna die because we have to part for like a couple of days or something, and we wouldn't see each other. So Paul and I were dating at the time, and when I left, he wrote this song called Make It Through the Day, and we're gonna dedicate this to both of you. I'm sorry, sir, but she's the boss, so yeah. Dedicate that. I've learned now. We will not make this mistake again. But we're gonna do this one for you. Paul wrote this song and called it Make It Through the Day, and he said now that we're married, he's still not really sure how to make it through the day. For different reasons, which thank you, buddy. I resent all of the reasons, no matter what they are. Here's Make It Through the Day. Sitting alone this morning, trying to ignore the pain. It's hard to see the sunshine through
Every minute feels like an hour. Everything reminds me of you. Without you in my life, what will I do? Cry myself awake every night, just to find an empty bed where you once lay. Your love is gone, I'm all alone. Only death can stop the pain. It's so hard to make it through the day. Oh, it's so hard to make it through the day. Cry myself awake every night, just to find an empty bed where you once lay. Your love is gone, I'm all alone. Only death can stop the pain. It's so hard to make it through the day. Oh, it's so hard to make it through the day.
Thank y'all very much. And thank you for the request. It's always great to have requests, but when it's original material and stuff that you've written or somebody in the band has written, that's always really, really cool that people listen to our music. So we appreciate it, and we're going to do a few more for you here. I think we have time. I try to be sneaky and turn my watch around, but when I have to go like this, it doesn't really help. But we'll do a few more for you if that's all right. Who do I look at? Okay. And we'll introduce you to the rest of us up here. And over there on the dobro, to your right, he is also 25 years old. He just turned 25 a few months ago now. So we've got 2 people in the band old enough to rent cars now, which is good. It helps. And he's from the great bluegrass state of California and now makes his home in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Does a great job on the dobro. That's Mr. Michael Stockton, everybody. And over here on the big old bass, he's got the hardest job actually of holding us all together up here. And when bass, everybody can mess up and it's like, oh, it's okay, it happens. But when the bass player messes up, he gets really bad looks. So good thing he doesn't mess up that often. You're welcome. It's kind of nice of me to say that. But this is about Dominic. So he is 23 years old, just turned 23 on the 9th, and he's accepting gifts still late in form of CD purchases or T-shirts. We're not picky. Make him welcome, if you will, back here on the bass. That's Mr. Dominic Illingworth, everybody. Well, we like to play you some traditional bluegrass here now. We'll do one for you here called Gonna Settle Down.
Well, tonight I'm all alone, no place to call my home. I don't have no one to love me anymore. Gonna pack up my grip and take a long, long trip back to the one that I love so. I want to go back to my darling, back to the one I love so well. I know she'll be my wife, we'll settle down for a while, 'cause she's the one that means the world to me. Well, I can't forget the day I left and went away. You told me I'd be sorry some old day. Well, I found that to be true, so I'm headed back to you. Sweetheart, I'm tired and I want to come back home. I want to go back to my darling, back to the one I love so well. I know she'll be my wife, we'll settle down for a while, 'cause she's the one that means the world to me. Well, when I get back to her and my rambling days are over, we'll build us a big old cottage on a hill. Well, we'll talk the days gone by, sweetheart, just you and I, and now live so happy evermore. I want to go back to my darling, back to the one I love so well. I know she'll be my wife, we'll settle down for a while, 'cause she's the one that means the world to me. I want to go back to my darling, back to the one I love so well. I know she'll be my wife, we'll settle down for a while, 'cause she's the one that means the world to me. 'Cause she's the one that means the world to me. You're the one that made me cry.
You're the one that laughed at me, then said goodbye. Oh, you're the one that made me blue. So how's it feel now that you're the one? It's
But if you think real hard, I know you'll see just who's to blame. You're the one that made me cry. Oh, you're the one that laughed at me, then said goodbye. Oh, you're the one that made me blue. So how's it feel now that you're the one it's happened to? You're begging me to think about the love we shared. Yet it seems to me not too long ago you didn't care. The love you left no longer lives within my heart. See the game you played so recklessly, tore it all apart. You're the one that made me cry. Oh, you're the one that laughed at me, then said goodbye. Oh, you're the one that made me blue. So how's it feel now that you're the one it's happened to? So tell me, how's it feel now that you're the one? Oh, how's it feel to be the one? You're the one, you're the one, you're the one. You're the one, you're the one, you're the one.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Well, we want to thank you guys again for having us out, and we've had a great time, and we are going to stick around and eat, because, to be honest, that's why we're here.
And I have something to say before we get to the very end, which we are at the very end. Over here singing some lead and harmony vocals, writing a lot of songs, bossing us around a lot. Y'all give her a big hand over here. Her name's Kelsey Harrigal.
That's cute. Thank you. I would like to hear what you said, but there's just... I think we can do that for you.
On the right side.
We'll do that for you. We'll do that and then do our for real end song. If that's okay. Here's one for you called The Right Side. A thief on each side, Christ was being crucified, paying the supreme sacrifice. But the man on the right side, he invited before he died to be with him in paradise. So if you ever wanna be on the right side of Calvary,
You must go through the blood of the Lamb. And when you go through that crimson flow, it will wash you white as snow. You'll be on the right side of the grave. I am. On that great and noble day, some will hear the Father say, depart from me, for I know you not. But everyone who's on the right side, he'll invite to go inside, cleansed by Calvary from every spot. So if you ever want to be on the right side of Calvary, you must go through the blood of the Lamb. And when you go through that crimson flow, it will wash you white as snow. You'll be on the right side of the great I am. And when you go through that crimson flow, it will wash you white as snow. You'll be on the right side of the great I am. Thank you very much.
Well, we got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. We're going to Jackson just to mess around. We're going to Jackson. Look out, Jackson Town.
Well, go on down to Jackson. Go ahead and wreck your hell. Go play your hand, you big talking man, and make a big fool of yourself. We're going to Jackson. Go comb your hair. We're going to Jackson. See if I can. Pick a pretty ball.
And when I brings into that city, if I gone this two-pound bow, how the women gonna make me teach them what they don't know how? We're going to Jackson. You turn loose my coat. Well, we're going to Jackson. Goodbye, that's all she wrote.
And they'll be laughing at you in Jackson, and I'll be dancing on a powder keg. They'll lead you around town like a scolded hound with your tail tucked between your legs. We're going to Jackson, you big talking man. I'll be waiting in Jackson behind my J campaign. We got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. We're going to Jackson just to mess around. to Jackson. Look out, Jackson Town. We're going to Jackson. Look out, Jackson Town. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Jerry, this is everybody from Flat Lonesome, and we just wanted to wish you a happy birthday, darling.
I guess most of you know that I'm Linda, Jerry's sister, and I guess I'm the only one in the room that remembers the date that he was born. I do. No, you don't. But I was 9.5 years old, and I remember I had to take my two brothers down to the neighbor's house, and they lived probably over a quarter of a mile. And I remember coming back out of the house, and the doctor was walking around in the garden. My mom had a garden, a real nice garden to the side of the house, and so all I wanted him to do was leave because I wanted to go home and see my baby. Most girls had dolls to play with, but I had babies, real live babies. And finally, when they called us to come back home, the next thing I remember is looking, and he was so small. He really did look like a little doll. And then when he started walking, I always had a little shadow with me. No matter if you told him, if we walked to the mailbox, if you told him, you stay at home today, he would lag behind, and it wouldn't be too long till he'd catch up with me. And then I guess Jerry was about 3 years old. But we knew what we were getting every 3 years, a baby at our house. I was 4.5 when Donnie came. 3 years later, Ray came. 3 years later, Jerry came along. And then when he was 3 years old, we had a little baby sister, and her name was Carolyn. And she lived for 6 weeks and passed away. And I remember Mama telling me that she was sitting on the steps crying one day and said Jerry rode his little tricycle over and asked her what she was crying about, our little baby. And she said, yes. And he said, well, you have a baby. And she said, where? He said, right here. So needless to say, he was a baby twice. And it goes without saying that he was special to her. We all knew it, but he was special to us, so it didn't matter. And then I remember Daddy would sit with him on his lap, and he would tell him about school. Oh, what fun he was going to have in school and everything that they would do in school. But he didn't tell him that he would have to catch the bus at about 7 o'clock in the morning, and then he wouldn't get home till after 4. So the first day was fine. He didn't say too much about it. But the next morning, he was not going to school. No, sir, he was not going to school. He got a whipping, and Mama wouldn't let him go to school then. She kept him at home. He said, I'll never stay out of school. And he didn't. He never stayed out of school anymore. In fact, he even got injured playing football and went to school 2 or 3 days before he even let her know anything about him being hurt. And I think he had a fractured hip at that time. But it was after that our dad passed away. Actually, he passed away before Jerry started to school. Then I guess he was in about the 3rd grade, And Mama would always put our clothes out, the boys' clothes out, for them to wear to school the next day. And she kept asking, well, Jerry, where's your clothes? Where's your clothes? And he knew how to save time then. He was working on time management then, because he turned the cover back and he was completely dressed except for his shoes. He had everything else on. But needless to say, we had an exciting life. It was hard when our dad passed away and everything, but we all joined in and we knew what we had to do and we did it. And we all helped out. And one thing that I'm thankful for, I guess in some people's eyes or the standards then, we were poor, but we were not poor. We were rich in love. And so we loved our mom. Jerry loved his mom. And she thought he was special, and it worked the other way. He was special. He thought she was very special, too. And Jerry, I just want to say that you've been a wonderful father. You've been a wonderful husband. You've been an excellent, excellent brother. And I want you to know that your 3 sisters think you're still special.
I guess it's my turn. My wife told me I got a text this week from Faye asking me if I wanted to say something about Jerry. And I really thought all week, and I couldn't think of a thing I could say that was good. So everything I'm going to say from here forward is a lie. I've known Jerry 38 years. In 1978, I moved to Greenville. He was a branch manager for World. I took over as a district supervisor. And I have got to say, he was truly a pleasure to work with. He did everything he was supposed to do when he was supposed to do it, and understood and made my job easy. As time went on, I think in 1989, we decided to leave that company and start our own. 87. It's that Alzheimer's thing. And I don't think I could have picked, if I had the ability to choose, a better partner. He was honest, worked hard. You could always depend on him. He was always there for you. And I don't think I could have picked a better friend for 38 years. And I tried to think back about, we've had so many funny situations and times, and what was really the funniest at different times. We'd be riding along or something, and somebody would say something about, isn't that pretty grass or something like that on the road, and one of us would say, well, you know, when I was growing up, I didn't have any grass in my yard. All he had was dirt. And Jerry would always try to do one better for you. And I said, well, we didn't have grass. We just had dirt. He said, well, we didn't even have dirt. And I said, well, the dirt we had, we'd have to sweep it with a broom. We didn't have a yard. And he said, well, that wasn't near as bad. We did have a little bit of dirt, but we'd have to use one of those church fans and fan the dirt. So you couldn't get anything up on him. And another time we were talking, I said, we were poor, and I always wanted a bicycle, and never got one. I said I'd go around and get the parts. I got the wheels, and I got the frame, and I got the handlebars. Well, I didn't get the wheels, excuse me. I got the frame and the handlebars and the seat, but I never found the wheels. So I just sit in the yard and pedal like I was going somewhere, looking at the countryside and making comments. And Jerry said, "Man, you had it made." I said, "Well, how was that?" He said, "Well, all I had was a little old tricycle, and I didn't have the handlebars for it, so I'd take a pair of pliers and put it on that little bolt that come up and steer it like this." And those are true stories. So I think about all those times where we just laughed, and then the hard times and the hard work. And I'm truly grateful for your friendship and you as a partner. I really don't think I could have picked anyone better. And I think about your 70th birthday, and I hope we both live a long time, but I hope you go before me. And if you do go, I know that you'll be up there putting in a good word for me, because I need it. And if I go before you, I don't think I will, because I don't know that God would take much store in my recommendation. So, but I appreciate you, Jerry, and I'm proud to say you're a friend and a partner. And again, I don't think I could have picked a better person to be that with. Thank you. Happy birthday.
You know, the good Lord's blessed my family with a lot of them with musical talent. And I say He blessed them with it. I had to work real hard at trying to do what I do. But I enjoy trying to do it. But we have members in our family that good Lord has just been kind to. Danielle is one of them, along with Nick. I don't know what Nick is. You my grandson-in-law, or what is that? I never have known what you call a granddaughter's husband, other than a granddaughter's husband. We appreciate the music. That was special. I was already excited about hearing you folks play, and I thought that was a culmination of it. And then when I saw the other folks, Flat Lonesome, walk up, well, the guy came and grabbed me by the hand. I looked up at him. Like, don't I know you? And then it hit me. I said, what are you doing here? Of course, most of you don't know the story with those guys, but we've kind of watched that group grow up. We go to a function every year in Nashville, and those kids, because they were kids then when we first went, they were 18 and 19 years old. And, of course, they some family members, but some of the other group, they never played together before on stage. They came to that band competition that year, 5 years ago, and practiced 12 songs, and they placed third in the competition. They came back next year, and we were there, and they placed first. And they've been developing their talents and really being successful. Last year they won the top song of the year, I believe, and some other awards. So they've really been successful, and I love their music. I love what they stand for, and I fool around with trying to pick some of their music, and I might not after tonight, but they're just good kids, and they were kids at that time. Kind of feel like a grandkid or something. I watched them grow up. But I was shocked to see them here, not needless to say, and how everybody put this together without me knowing about it. I guess I'm just plain stupid, I guess. I certainly recognize and know how much time it takes to put together something, especially when you're trying to be secretive about it. And it's not easy, so how many ever had their hands in putting it together, I thank you, and recognize the time it took to make it all come together. And, of course, all of you made it possible by being here. You didn't have to come, even though you were invited, but I'm sure glad that you did. I have some special friends, special friends here in this room, and I don't take that for granted. And, you know, this is kind of like seeing your own funeral, I guess. Well, if I'd have been laid to rest, what else would we have done? We got to eat and we got to hear music. If I'd passed away, all you got to do is come stand in a line and hear somebody preach. But it is, you know, there's a lot of times you don't get together with your friends and see them and reminisce and you know, really think about things that happened. 70 years is a long time. And my sister was right. We were poor, but we flat didn't know it. We thought everybody was. And I think a lot of folks were. But it wasn't an easy life growing up as a kid, but we didn't know that either. We thought that's the way you're supposed to do things. But we made it. We graduated, got jobs, started helping Mama. You know, sometimes I look back on Mama and I say, I don't know how she did it. You know, sometimes I know she might go to bed at night wondering what she's going to feed those kids tomorrow. That's a load that I never think about carrying, but she did. But once we got old enough to work, and that's the whole family, Mama never had to want anything, and that's the way we wanted it. She gave us love. She gave us a togetherness. And a lot of you in here had that same type of upbringing. But it was the bond of love that held all of us together and still does. But 70 years is a long time. I look back over it, and I say it's kind of like reviewing your funeral and be able to talk about it. But I look in the finance business. Gosh, 40 years. That's a long time. A lot of things happened during that time. Met a lot of people, a lot of good people. Learned a lot. Worked hard. And as a result, the good Lord was blessed us with a good business. But, you know, from the pictures there, you can see that we did a lot of things, had a lot of fun. It was just a joy to look back at 70 years, and heaven knows what I thought we could do with a band back in 1970. It must have been crazy back then, too. But we had fun, and, you know, life is about having fun and having fun with people. And really the band that we had back then, my sister was in it, my brother-in-law was in it. And we just had fun doing what we did. And didn't do it for money. We did it because we enjoyed the time together and being able to sing because we enjoyed singing. And we still do. Like I said, one night last week, I think it was Friday night, couldn't sleep, so I got up. I happened to be sleeping down in the basement. I have my stuff set up back there. Don't ever take it down. Huh?
That's another story.
Yeah. I hadn't done anything wrong. I stayed down there that night. I know. But I couldn't sleep, so I got up, and it was 1 o'clock, and I went over and started bamming on my guitar. Pretty soon I was sleepy. But, you know, you work for things in life, and material things are good. I enjoy the home we have. I enjoy the fact that I can go down and pick my guitar up and sing, play whenever I want to. But none of that means anything nearly as much as looking around the room and seeing my friends, my family, and people that I know that truly care about me. I don't have a doubt that I could call on anybody in this room, and if I needed something, they'd try their best to help. And to me, that's what life is. That's what happiness is. We all like to eat good. We all like to have a nice place to stay. Like to have a nice car. Nothing wrong with that. But when it's all said and done, it's relationships with not only your family, but your friends, co-workers. Those are the type of things that are important to me. Spending time with your friends and family. But I, again, want to say thank you to all of you that's come. Some of you came, I said, a long way. And that means a lot to me. A lot of other places I know you could have been. I had some folks call me while I was here saying they couldn't come and apologized. It's hard to get everybody together in one place at one time on the same night. But I know many of you made a special effort to be here. And I just want you to know you've touched my life. If this was my funeral, I'm telling you, you touched my life. So you won't have to wonder when you do come to my funeral. But I don't know, I'm going to come to you. You're going to come to my funeral. I might live everybody. But it's been a pleasure. Some of you I've known, most in this room I've known for a long time. I have one or two around that I haven't known quite that long, maybe 8 years or so. But most everybody I've had long acquaintances with, and those acquaintances have grown over the years for mutual admiration. And you know, these fellows that I work with, this lady, some of the best people in the world, and we've taken trips as family, and that's what we really became, as a family of people working together. But we surely enjoyed all that time, and enjoyed the relationships that we have and continue to have. But I appreciate all of you folks. Rick, I appreciate those kind words. I'll pay you the money just like I told you. I know you was concerned about that. Well, you said I was trustworthy, so you know I'll pay you. Again, I'll say once more, I know something like this is not thrown together. If it's planned, a lot of people has to be involved. And like I said, it makes it double trouble when you're trying to keep it a secret. And my wife knows what I like. She knows what I enjoy. And she brought it to life here. Had to be her idea. I don't know who helped her, but had to be her idea. So I thank her and thank all of you that helped her. I said, I know it took a lot of folks to do it, especially trying to keep it from me. I'm going to kill that Logan. He never has kept a secret. Where's he at? Had to bribe him. Yeah, Logan is, I don't know that he's ever kept a secret. He finds some way to hint it out, but I'm going to try to find out how he got by this. I think they threatened to kill him if he told him. But you folks are special, and every one of you. And I want you to know that, and I love you from the bottom of my heart. And I hope we have many, many more years together. I know, like I said, some of us are getting old, but we're going to hang in there. So I thank you. Hope we have a good night, reminiscing and talking and anything you want to do. But I appreciate you being here on my 70th birthday. Well, it's really not till next week, so we'll get together again on Thursday night, whenever it is. I'm pushing the envelope, I think, a little bit. This was special for me, and you made it special, and I thank you. Good night.